What's going on, guys? It is time for another episode of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. And we are back this week having some fun. Hey, I remember how to ride a motorcycle. It's kind of cool. Actually, I remember how to ride an adventure bike. We need to start classifying them accordingly. How's everybody doing? Did you guys enjoy last week's episode where we talked with Arturo Salas and Carter Klein, the Hero Racing team? Getting ready to get the week started. It is Monday and we are fully caffeinated. Been clicking the mouse all morning long, getting the new shop set up. We'll talk about that in a minute. A lot going on this week. If you guys did not see it, actually it was last week already. The Dakar Rally has announced the gauntlet has been laid out. Pretty much looking like an out and back. Kind of a cool map, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. You know, it is the morning commute. Everybody's doing well, the Monday grind. For those of you listening to us across the pond, you are into the workday already. Yeah, it might even be lunchtime. What's for lunch? All right, let's start turning the party down. Get right into it. Top of the news. Top stuff going on, and we're going to navigate over to it because it is the Dakar Rally. The Dakar Rally announcing its 2025 edition. Registration is now officially open. The resumes, I'm sure, are flooding in. The new point system and everything going down. We're going to catch up with Willem Amina and talk about that process here in the next Decoding Dakar episode. But in the meantime, let's check out what is going on the Dakar site. Been busy, been spending a lot of time. Haven't even had a chance to get on the internets. Been doing a lot of stuff on CAD. While I'm looking that up, we'll jump topics here. We were talking about the Dakar Rally, but we do have some other stuff going on. I've been working on some CAD stuff using, I don't know, some old skill set. But anyway, working on a couple of things for a new, I don't know, are we going to call it a new brand? Yeah, I guess we'll call it a new brand. So it's called RallyWerks, and I am working with some design stuff and some 3D printing and getting some products out there. And in this particular case this morning, I was working on finalizing a new navigation plate where you can mount to the 12 millimeter crossbar that's found on a lot of the adventure bikes, or you could, use it on different stuff. It is amps pattern based, but designed to carry a phone or some kind of amps device, and then a rally comp or ICO or RNS unit. And the idea behind it is that you can convert, like, say, for instance, if you check the website, the pictures, it is on an F900 GS, where you can, instead of having a GPS there like the Nav 6 or the connected ride navigator that BMW offers, you could install this, and then you could use your phone and then use one of those devices if you're doing like an adventure raid type thing where you're using road books on an adventure bike, if you're following a GPS track, but you also have a ICO. The idea behind it is to be able to use those kind of devices right where they should be, since, in this case, BMW was so gracious to add a 12 millimeter crossbar right in front of it. This could also work on something like the Yamaha Tenere. Same thing, being able to mount a phone using, in my case, using the Gamber Johnson amps mounted powered cradle for the Samsung X Cover Pro. So there's a few different options out there, a few different ways of doing it, and I'm trying to design it so that it works for everything. But in this particular case, I'm making it work on the 900 GS with those two devices. Right now, I have the RNS device. I am working on another part, so I'm able to mount the Rally Comp, or we're able to mount the Rally Comp with its antennas in like one clean package, so you don't have to go fishing and putting stuff all over the place on the bike. Everything is just kind of contained, similar to what I was doing with the other mount. If you guys saw the pictures of it when we were out at the SoCal Rally, it's the mount where you can use the Galaxy Tab Active along with a Rally Comp device, ICO, and RNS unit, that kind of thing. So primarily designing around the Rally Comp because of the footprint and the cables that come out of it. but the rally comp is based on fitting in positions where like an ICO or an RNS unit will go. So it just needs a little higher clearance in order to get the cables through, because it does have more cables, does have more antennas. It does have more features, but it does need more things. So anyway, so yeah, that is going to be live here on the website, or is already live on the website. If you go over to chasingwaypoints.com and you'll see the RallyWerks section, you can get into that one. But all right, let's talk Dakar Rally, because that is going to be coming in, and that is the topic. Ricky Brabeck, last year's winner at the Dakar Rally, and now looking really good. So Nacho Cornejo no longer with the Honda team, but Skylar House has been put on the team on the bench. He was here for the last year's rendition. So the 2024 edition of the Dakar. Skylar House was present for that one and will be continuing on in 2025. So looking forward to that. Man, I'm still thinking it's going to be an all Honda podium. That would be nice, right? Do another all Honda podium, or do a all Honda podium. Let's see. All right, so it has been announced. Let's see what we have got on the website. 227 days, 14 hours, 7 minutes, and 47 seconds at the time of recording this for it. So very interesting to see that. The Dakar Rally is starting to take shape. The 6th edition in Saudi Arabia will be held from the 3rd to the 17th of January on a course stretching from Bisha to Subiata and back, or Shubaita. All right. David Costera presented the outline of the 47th edition to the 700 guests who descended on the Les Coms off-road circuit near Barcelona. After this leg, the Dakar Tour will reach out to rally raid enthusiasts in South Africa, Italy, Argentina, Mexico, the Czech Republic, and Netherlands in the coming weeks. Okay. What about us here in the U.S.? Are we not? Mexico. Okay, so maybe we're talking Sonora Rally. Maybe I know they're doing a presentation of the Dakar Rally at the Baja 500 coming up here at the end of the month. I believe that is Darren from the Sonora Rally organization going to be doing that one. So I don't know, maybe we can sneak out and go check that out. It is on a Thursday night, I believe. Next edition will also be one of the tough ones, featuring the return of the 48-hour chrono stage, a traditional marathon stage, and a 3-day adventure in the empty quarter where the race will come to an end. So finishing up in the empty quarter, marathon stage, cool. 48-hour chrono stage. We knew this was going to come back. We knew that this was going to happen. I think that it was a great success this last year. Maybe a couple of details to work out, but overall, it wasn't a complete fail, which is always good. That means there's a little room for improvement, and it is continued. I honestly thought we were going to see maybe like 2 of these, one right in the beginning third and one on the second third of the rally, somewhere in there. But hey, I think that the 48-hour chrono stage is an awesome idea. So for those of you playing the home game and are just joining us and not really sure about how that or what we're talking about on a 48-hour chrono stage, is basically imagine you have you and a bunch of buddies get together and you're all going to ride 1,000 miles, or we'll just replace that with kilometers. You're going to ride 1,000 kilometers. But you're not going to wait for each other. And there's certain gas stops along the way, or there's certain stops along the way, and you just ride until 4 o'clock, and however far you made it, that's where you're going to camp. So if you are in between, you have to go to the next one. So 4 o'clock hits, but you just passed that last gas stop or that last stop, you're going to have to race to the next stop. So very interesting kind of concept and how that works. There's some strategy there, right? If you show up an hour early, do you kill some time and then do you stay there, or do you push right through? You're 10 minutes early. What do you do? Do you take the L stop, basically wait 10 minutes for the time to expire and then just camp there, but it gives you an extra 10 minutes to do other things. It's a very interesting concept of how they've done this. The general report from the field, which was, I think, really awesome, is that it kind of brought back those old school Dakar vibes, camping, people on the ground. You've got Dakar legends mixed with Dakar rookies. You've got all these different people from the Dakar competitor-wise, all just hanging out, very different than you get to the bivouac and then you go right back to your little clique, your little gang, your people that you hang out with and or your team. So very, very different when compared to like the marathon stage where, all the teams come together at the same spot, where it's a remote location, no assistance allowed, that kind of thing. Chrono stage is the same thing. No assistance allowed. You got to do it on your own. So it's very, very interesting to see how that goes. So scrutineering for this year's event is going to be January 1st and 2nd. So in Bisha, we're back to people leaving on Christmas to be able to make it to the event. If you guys know, last year they scooted the event up a little bit or out a little bit just so there was more time from the New Year holiday on over. Bishan, January 3rd is going to be the prologue with the podium and finish going to be on January 17th on Shubaita. 12 stages for them, 14 days of racing total, and this is going to be an interesting one. So let me see. Change of scenery for the 48-hour chrono. Let's take a look at what they say here on the website. The concept of the long stage divided between 2 days in which the competitors have to spend the night in one of several bare-bones bivouacs scattered across the desert was a big hit with racers and viewers alike, as well as amping up the drama, showing chaos among the title contenders. A souped-up version of the same idea is returning for the 2025 edition, now clocking in at 950 kilometers, up from 540. So, making it longer. Let's see. And on the varied terrain, alternating fast and technical sections, the riders and crews will face this challenge in the opening week. There will be plenty of opportunities to open up a gap and not just in the dunes. So very interesting. Early on in the event, 48-hour chrono stage, and then they're up in the kilometers up to 950 kilometers. Now, interesting enough, because there was some people that were thinking that they were going to make the entire lap of the 540 kilometers in that single day. So some did get very close. They made it into the second to last campsite before it. So I think they went a little further than the organization would have liked to have seen. But, that's you get some guys that are hungry and are talented on two wheels that are masters in the dunes. And, they're going to do good. So I don't know. I think this is going to be a great addition to see that back. And then now that they're extending it a little bit, let's see, what else do we got here? Let's keep on scrolling. And we're on the Dakar website on the overall route. So if you guys go to the website, you can click on the top and then it'll show the 2025 route and information on that one. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Victor with the Chasing Waypoints podcast. Hey, super quick break in the episode. Let's talk about it. We have got the newsletter. If you have not signed up for that already, get on over to the link in the description. Head on over to the website and get signed up. So looking to bring you guys information on both Chasing Waypoints upcoming episodes, rally schools, rally events coming up, videos, all the stuff that we've got going on in the rally community here in North America and abroad. We're looking to share that with you guys. So if you haven't already, jump on over. Link is in the description. Head on over to the website, get signed up for the newsletter, and let's get back to the episode. So let's see here. What else do we got? Let's see. Mission 1000. They're going to do that again for this one. So this is their sustainability, and there's the green class that they're going to be doing. Marathon stage. I'm a fan of the 48-hour and the marathon stages because this kind of goes back to the Dakar, the original Dakar, which we'll talk about that in a second. Pampering of the machines. The riders and the crews will be left without their service teams on two occasions. The traditional marathon stage will join the 48-hour chrono with a dedicated bivouac that will be off limits to the usual mechanic crews, keeping the machines in one piece over a distance of more than 800 kilometers will be the name of the game for both the top contenders and amateurs who want to win the coveted finisher status. So very interesting to see this. I mean, hey, we're back 2025 Dakar Rally. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a good one. What do you guys think? We're going to see some newcomers. I'm going to be interested to see the entry list, see what teams are headed back there. Hero with Nacho Cornejo now as a new addition to the team, in addition to Ross Branch. So going to be an interesting combination, I think, and Hero obviously has been putting in the work, getting the bike there. And, Ross Branch with his second place last year at the Dakar. Very, very awesome. We did have a chance to talk to Ross about that, which was very awesome. And hats off to Lizzie for helping coordinate that one. But that was a lot of fun. I don't think I've laughed so much in an episode. So really great guy. It was an awesome event for him. So it was a great story. If you haven't heard that episode, you're going to want to rewind a few episodes back to that one. So that is the review with Ross Branch from Hero Racing. So let's see, what else do we got here? Any other points of interest? They do show the map. Let's see. They've got a couple of alternate routes in there. A lot of empty quarter. Let's see. No, that's that looks like that is the announcement. I don't see any other. They got the classifications. They got the 2024 competitors. They got all of that information. So anyway, so that is on the Dakar website, dakar.com, dakar.com. We could get on over to that one. Let's see, what else do we got going on? We've got the RallyWerks thing. We've got the Dakar thing out of the way. Episode 200. If you guys heard that already, the Chasing Waypoints podcast is officially 200 episodes old. God, it's crazy to say that. 200 episodes. I mean, it's more than that, but officially 200 episodes that we have done. Man, been a little bit of a journey. So that is what is going on there. The Baja 500 is coming up. Let's talk a little bit about that one. As Arturo and Carter are training for that, I did see some posts on their social media as they were headed out for that one. So for those of you not familiar, Score International, one of the long-standing race organizations here in North America, who puts on the Baja 1000. They have a few different races. They have the San Felipe 250 or the Baja 250. They do the Baja 500, Baja 400, and then the Baja 1000, which is the longest nonstop desert race, I believe. Vegas to Reno, similar too, but I believe they're still beating them on mileage on that one. Let's take a look here. Score International and see what is going on. The map has been released. I did hear some insight onto expecting some extreme temperatures over on the salt bed or the dry lake bed side of the race course this weekend already, still a couple of weeks before the race, already experiencing temperatures well into the hundreds. So this race has been notorious for having some extreme temperatures in that section when they get down onto the dry lake beds. A few years back, they did have what seemed to be a string of dehydration, and unfortunately some people passing due to dehydration at the event. And it's very, very unfortunate when it's something that, I think that is preventable if you're staying hydrated. Obviously not depending on the organization to keep you hydrated, but, being wise about this. And either way, heat exhaustion and dehydration is nothing to be messed with. And so if you guys are out riding, no matter the discipline, make sure you have a game plan as how you're going to stay hydrated, how you're going to keep the calories up and all that. That is my thing. I always now carry some kind of snack with me, whatever it may be, if it's just sugar-based or if it's just protein-based, whatever it is. And then obviously always trying to have the hydration with us. Even on short rides that I have done, it always ends up being something you wish, you had hydration. We just recently went out for a mountain bike ride. It was supposed to be 4 miles out and back, no big deal. It turned into 10 miles, and I know that I could have used some hydration on that. So, I got to practice what I preach on that one. So anyway, 2024 Baja 500 coming up in 10 days, 55 minutes and 17 seconds had the recording of this. And let's see here what we have got. The map looks pretty cool. There is a lot going on. Let's see. Very awesome. With the Grand Marshal of the 56th edition of the Score Baja 500, going to be none other than Rodrigo Ampudia Sr., father to Rodrigo Ampudia Jr. in the trophy truck class. Very awesome to see they got a picture of him on the website in a 1600 car, sporting the old school colors, the white, the purple, and the pink. So very, very awesome. Like those old school pictures. So let's see, notarized waivers. They got all of this stuff. Event scheduling. Wednesday, May 29th is the official start date of the event, not necessarily race day. Race day is going to be Saturday, June 1st, with my understanding being that the bikes will be leaving at 2 in the morning from it. So very, very early morning for these guys. However, I believe that is directly related with the amount of heat they are expecting down in the desert. So they want to keep them keep everybody, through there as quickly as possible without the heat of the day. It's a little bit different in the trucks and the vehicles. Not that they are susceptible or not susceptible to the heat, as these vehicles do get pretty hot, but they are in a better position to be carrying additional fluids, things like that. The pace is a little bit different for them. So very interesting to see how this is going to shake out for these guys. We're looking forward to seeing it. Of course, Carter and Arturo, points leaders going into this one, as they were the winners at the San Felipe 250. So looking forward to keeping track of them and how they do on this one, as they are right now. Like I said, they are down there in the thick of it, already practicing. So I think that is going to be key, especially on the bikes. Getting your lines down, getting everything good to go, making sure the bike is dialed. So we will see. So anyway, I think, let's see, I believe that is it. We talked about the Score International thing. We talked about the Dakar Rally thing. We talked about RallyWerks on the Chasing Waypoints website. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? That, I think, is pretty good. Going to be doing some more riding type stuff. I do have to work on some videos for the YouTube channel. We do have that game plan. We are starting to get thinned out a little bit. It's been kind of nice changing jobs. No longer working for the electric vehicle manufacturer, and now working with the guys at San Diego BMW motorcycles and having fun there. It was kind of cool. It's like I never left. So it's really awesome to experience that and be back in the adventure bike side of things. Yeah. I think we're good. So anyway, if you guys are on your commute, I hope you guys are enjoying. You're getting caffeinated if you're into the coffee thing. And hopefully it's a good week for everybody that is listening. And remember, it'll make sense when you get there. Enjoy the ride. All right, that is a wrap for the Chasing Waypoints podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Looking forward to our next one coming up. Remember, if you are out riding, do not forget to tag us at Chasing Waypoints. Hashtag Chasing Waypoints. And if you haven't already, get on over to the website. Get signed up for the newsletter, The Bivouac. North America's Rally Raid and Adventure Riding newsletter. Hey, let's have some fun. Let's find out what you guys up to. Let's get you featured. If you're a brand and looking to get supported, get some eyeballs, get some ears on your business, absolutely hit us up. Send us a message at podcast at Chasing Waypoints. But anyway, that is a wrap. Remember, shiny side up. See you guys.